special guest, something different for you guys. Let you introduce yourself.
Hey, how everybody doing? My name is Julius Jones, aka Mr. 47. I'm here with at the Connected for the first time, and hey, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Julius is what we call a poetic lyricist.
Ooh,
And I'm going to ask him some questions. He's going to give y'all a little bit of him and a little bit of what he's doing. Okay? You
all
want to get
right.
started?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I'm on your time now. Let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna start with, a little introduction questions for you. You know,
Come on, go on with it.
so when you start writing a poem
hmm
or your lyrics, what usually comes first for you, the lyrics, the melody, or the emotions?
I really go off emotions and the way I'm feeling in the moment. And also one thing that helps me and inspires me to write is I feel like the love of a beautiful woman that helps me and inspires me.
All right. Do your poems begin as lyrics, journals, journal entries, or something else?
More something else. It's more so again, like back to your first question. It all depends on how I feel. A lot of times I find myself freestyling a lot of things in the moment, but when I see something like something intimate or anything, I have to write about it. It's inspiring.
Okay, so how do you know when your poems are finished, or do you add on to them, or
One thing I've learned, I've been working on one poem for years because
okay?
it's a never ending thing. One thing I learned, man, is love is never ending. If you believe in it, it's always going to be there.
So, what's your typical writing environment?
Let's see here. A lot of times I go to one of my favorite places here in Charlotte, the Common Market over there on off of Central Avenue. I sit there a lot of times and write. The vibe is cool. You get to chill around all the cool hippie people and watch some different that type of things, but it's all inspiring.
So you get your inspiration from wherever you're sitting at.
hmm
So is it different other than that place? Is there other places that inspire you when you sit with?
let's see here. I do sometimes go to like the boardwalk in Charlotte,
Oh,
and
I love the boardwalk. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it's especially at night. The nightlife over there is real cool, and I like water for some reason. Like a nice calm sea,
Hmm.
like going to the beach or something like that. It's inspiring to write,
Yeah.
especially when you get that good sunset view. Oh yeah.
Have you ever written a lyric that surprised you once it was finished?
Oh yeah, actually, when I was at Demja Poetry and got a chance to read the poem, the one that you heard.
Tell them what Dimshot poetry is, please.
Demja Poetry is in High Point, North Carolina, on North Main Street. And shout outs to them. It's black owned, and it's a mother son duel. Excuse me, and real cool people. I promise you, it's such an intimate environment. Actually, I shared a lot of their stuff on my page. So if you're ever floating around on the Real Jew 47 on my page, you'll see I promote them a lot.
So what was the poem?
Well, what's the poem that the one with Ju is me, Ju 47 featuring Rock City Gunner is called Roses and Black Vodka. And at first I feel like every part of it is good.
Yeah, it was amazing. I enjoyed it because it gave you a little music, a little jazz type feel, and
Yeah,
then the poetry in it. I liked it. Black
right.
Vodka.
Right. Once I start talking about chocolate kisses and caramel and all that stuff, everybody just ooh.
Hmm.
hmm
Which poets or lyricists have shaped your style the most?
Oh man. Well, growing up around my father played a lot of music like Bobby Blue Black and stuff like that. And I started listening to that. I took some stuff from that because he had this deep voice and I have this deep type of voice. And I figured, you know what? I got to do something with this. So I started listening to him, Barry White, of course, and LL Cool J. You can see that, huh?
Yeah. Are there any non-musical influence books, films, conversations that inspire your lyrics?
um Actually, surprisingly, I don't know if you ever heard of Donald Goins. A lot of those books, he's another black author, and which I feel that he was such underrated. And a lot of his books were inspiring. He wrote a lot about what was going on in the urban life, love. anything. And I picked up his books and started reading them, and it inspired me to write some stuff too.
Okay.
Hmm.
What everyday moments tend to spark your best ideas?
Let's see. Well, I feel again, getting up and thinking positive every day. That's another thing that sparks. Positive vibes. That's what sparks me every day when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a good day. And it can just be the smallest thing that'll just get me going. I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling good, Pre. Now let me remember my pen at.
Is there a line from another writer that changed the way you think about lyrics?
I'm gonna bring you back to LL Cool J. I don't know if y'all ever heard what was it? Pink cookies in a plastic bag. That was my joint. I heard some lyrics and I'm like, I like that. I like that. And then I heard this other one. I can't think of the name of that song, but selfish. When he was talking about that song, when he was talking about being selfish, I want you to myself, I can't help it. That's my joint.
So that changed the way you think
it
about
it,
lyrics.
it, it changed my definitely changed my way to think about this because I'm like, wait a minute, the way I'm writing, I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta do some adjustments so because I really want to reach my target crowd and my target market.
So how do you balance poetry and accessibility so listeners still connect with the song?
Repeat that for me.
How do you balance poetry and accessibility so listeners still connect with your music and your poems?
mm, that's a good question. See, I told you was gonna ask the hard question. um honestly honestly, like I said again, I just go with the flow. I mean, I can't. It's really hard to answer that. I just try to really just be original. You know, honestly, I know it's kind of hard in this time day and time, but that's kind of like I said, that's kind of really hard to answer. But
Do you intentionally use the literacy? Oh God, you guys,
it's okay.
listen.
It's okay.
Do you intentionally use literacy devices like metaphors, symbolisms, or imagery? Imagery.
Oh yes, in my writing and in my own poetry, you hear it a lot. I do use a lot of metaphors. I feel it helps chain things together. Especially with the way I flow, it helps me. It helps me rock. It helps me go.
So, what makes a lyric powerful in your opinion?
Mm, I feel like yeah, like when you're chaining those words together, like how we was talking about earlier. When I started, talking about chocolate, talking about this and that, like if I can touch your soul with that, I figure yeah,
So it's the feelings in
yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah.
Do you edit your lyrics heavily or trust the first draft?
Oh no, based off of the way you see me text, oh I go back and review everything because I don't want to be up here reading something and then stop for a second. Like, man, what did I just do? Because once you out there and on the spot, you can't change up. You gotta go. So yes, before I do anything, I revise. I go over everything and like, okay, that's good. That's good. Let's rock. Let's go.
So when you get in your space and saying in one of your environments and you get the writing, when you get home you look over it again.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because if this is something that I want everybody to hear, I want it to be right.
Yeah.
One thing I learned is when you do certain things, no matter what industry you're in, what career you do, your name is on this.
So you don't think that when you change, when you check it and revising that, it takes away from the feelings that you had when you first did it in the beginning?
I don't think so. Because again, you could be writing something and spell a word wrong. You gotta make sure you get that right, because that'll
Hmm.
mess you up. It happens. So I gotta make sure this is right for me, so that way I can deliver it to you the way it's supposed to be.
Okay. How important is storytelling versus emotional expression in your writing?
Mm. I feel the best way for that is to do the best you can to combine the two because I want to express how I feel. I want you to be touched by what I'm saying. I want you to hear it, be able to tell my story as well as shape a story for you also. So I feel in a way it's good to combine those two and work off of both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How does the instrumental track how does the instrumental track influence the words you write?
Oh, see that right there? Like when I hear a good beat, something that's smooth like that, oh, I got to do something to that. I got to write something to that. Like I said, it's intimate. Like we don't get a lot of that anymore. We don't get a lot of the Sade, the smooth
Yeah, I
operator
love
stuff.
Sade.
We don't get that, and we need that. Trust me,
Yeah.
we do.
Yep. So do you always use the how do you find your instrumental tracks?
What I do is also work with Danger on that because Danger also helps me with that
Okay.
also, and he'll sit there and he'll make a beat for me
Hmm.
that I'll catch a vibe to, and if I feel it, I'm like, oh, that's the one right there. Let's do it. Or I hit up my man DC because he also makes beats also, and he'll put something together for me.
Okay. Okay. Do you write differently depending on the genre of the song?
Yeah, based like I said, based off the vibe. If it's a good violin to it, oh,
Mhm.
let's go. If you got a good saxophone to it, oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever had to rewrite lyrics to better fit the rhythm or melody?
I have, and I'm not gonna lie, because when I get like, how would I say I like overly vibed, like I'm like, oh, I got that. Whole wait, man, I found something that could feel a little bit better than that. I get a little excited about that. So yeah,
How much of your lyrics come from personal experience? All of them.
about a good 75, 80% of it. Yeah, because everybody's been through heartbreak,
Yeah.
everybody's been hurt, everybody's going through something. So it definitely inspires that. You know.
Mhm. Is there a lyric you wrote that feels especially personal or vulnerable?
Oh, it definitely is. And in my upcoming poetry, you'll see that and hear that.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
So your upcoming stuff is hands on. Okay.
Absolutely.
How do you feel when listeners interpret your lyrics in ways you didn't intend?
Um, I feel excited. I feel good about it because I'm my own worst critic. Sometimes when I write and do certain things, I'm like, I don't like this, but I'm go ahead and do it anyway. And then when I get the feedback I get, I'm like, really? I really like this? Well, shoot, let me do some more of this. Let me do this. Let me
Hmm.
do that.
So I noticed that looking through your social media that you are very popular.
I am.
So I know there's a lot of there's a lot of good and bad criticism that you've been through because I know they've made comments and everything.
Oh, of
So
course.
how do you handle stuff like that? But
I have tough skin, and that's one thing in the industry when you're a public figure or anything to that, you have to have tough skin because people gonna talk about you. And I have learned going through certain things with people that one thing I learned is if you don't like it, so what? Somebody else do.
exactly.
I can care less. If you don't like me, you don't want to be around me. Shoot, that's your loss because I'm a cool person. So
Mhm.
hey, you got to have some tough skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about double plated, like.
Yeah, because you have a lot of followers, and I know you've probably heard the worst of it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And some of that stuff I don't respond to because I'm
Hmm.
not gonna waste my time responding to it.
Yeah.
And I even crack a joke like, man, what I'm responding to you for? You don't even have a picture up. What I'm gonna respond to you for? And but I'm not. But even if you did, I'm not going to. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my good energy and my platform going back and forth with you. Not gonna do it. Like I think I told you earlier, I have an image to maintain, and I carry myself a certain type of way. Like I told you, I'm a very approachable person. I want to be able people to approach me and enjoy me. I don't want everybody to be all afraid, like how
Mhm.
y'all think I'm the bodyguard all of a sudden. Like every time I'm at one of the connected shows, y'all think I'm like
That's
the
because you walk in here like you the bodyguard.
no, y'all think I'm the hitman in the corner or
And for
something like
real.
that. Like, yo, I'm just vibing like y'all, listening to some music, trying to get to the bar because the bar crowded. And that's probably why I look so mad. 'Cause I'm just trying to get a drink and just chill. But y'all just assume that, yo, man, I ain't gonna say nothing to him. He might blow my car up or something. And it's like it's not even like that. But nah.
See?
Nah, I done told you, see. I told you, go ahead and ask you the burning question. I'm just messing with you. But go ahead, do your thing.
What do you hope listeners feel or take away from your projects, your lyrics, your music?
I hope they take from this, love and love, respect, romance, a lot of things, a lot of things to set the mood, a lot of good vibes. I hope you take that from my music or my poetry or
Yeah,
whatever I'm doing out there.
yeah, because you multi talented over here.
Oh, you notice.
Has a fan ever shared a story about how your lyrics affected them? Have anyone?
Oh, it's a few. When me and gonna drop Roses and Black Vodka, oh, the comments poured in. Oh, your voice is so soothing. I listen to this before I go to sleep. A lot of things, and it made me feel good, and that's what I want.
So that was what you was aiming for when you did the
Yeah, I gotta reach you somehow.
Okay.
I gotta do something. See, you're gonna respond to this as opposed to responding to what y'all think. Like I'm the
Yeah.
big bad bodyguard or something like that. So I got to
So you
make my
have one of them things where you can't judge a book by its cover type thing.
yeah.
See? You got to get to know the book,
I'm
read
a
the book.
right. I'm a hidden gem. There you go.
Do you ever think lyrics can change how people see the world?
Absolutely, absolutely. I figure if enough people listen to certain things other than other things, they we will
Yeah.
we will get somewhere.
hmm Or stop and pay
Mm,
attention.
I'm telling you.
If one of your songs or poems were turned into a short book, which would it be? What type of book would it be?
What type of book would it be?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that'll be a good book. First of all, that'll be a very romantic, intimate, sexy type of book. I think.
Mm-mm. So, what would the name of it be?
What would the name be? That's a good thing. Let me think here. I probably would call it like the Ravishing Hour or something like
The
that.
Ravishing
Or
Hour.
oh yeah, I think that, or like something related to like the Quiet Storm. You know how you got the
I
little.
used to love listening to the Quiet
I'm
Storm.
telling
We
you,
telling our age now, right?
right, right.
The Quiet Storm was a thing.
I'm telling you, shoot, man, the Quiet Storm. Then they dropped that beat, "Moment in
hmm
Love." Oh, that's how you knew the Quiet Storm was ready. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I tell you that was my smoking music right there. I'm like, go ahead, and
Your
turn
smoke
this, go ahead, and
music.
turn that on, so I can sit on this porch while it rain and vibe.
hmm So, how do you? Would you ever like to turn your stuff into like a book or what you call that a digital book?
Oh yeah, one of the audiobooks and all that.
An audio book.
Definitely, definitely. I figure since I'm getting good results and people enjoy hearing my voice,
hmm
and I fear, yeah, I would definitely would do that. And also, I thought about doing voiceovers. I think my voice can fit some good voiceovers. Shoot, I would like to come back on the show with you again.
do you do you have enough material from? Because you seem like you've been around for a minute.
Oh, I got a lot of material. A lot of material. I actually started going through my old stuff and looking at old notebooks and old stuff. I'm like, oh, I
Mm.
had this. I got that. Man, I've been looking for this for how many years, and it's been sitting under all this stuff. Also,
So you're
yeah.
gonna remix it.
Oh, absolutely. Make it sound a lot more fresher. Yeah.
What is the most poetic line you've ever written that almost didn't make the cut?
Mm.
That go back to the books you went through.
Yeah, because I got a lot of stuff. Like, oh, you probably heard it in one. Actually, I put it in a song. You probably heard my song because you've been doing your research on me. And
I listened to a lot of your stuff, and I was trying to because you do have a lot of remixes with Danger and Gunner on them.
hmm
So I was trying to figure everything out, and I was like, you know what, I'm just waiting to see.
It was like a lyric and vibe. I'm not gonna say because my grandmother is probably watching this right now, and I'm not gonna say that lyric. But yeah, I was like, yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to do some adjustments on this.
So you're gonna adjust it to fit like regular television, but you're gonna
Oh,
also keep the original version.
absolutely. Some stuff I find myself having to do that because a lot of times I'll record something or do something, and sometimes you get the feedback like it's good, but yeah, that's too sexy, or yeah, that's good, but
Mhm.
that's a little too out there. Like I did a voiceover audition for Dove Chocolate one time, and I shared it with my friend over there, and she was like, I like it, but yeah, that's a little too sexy for TV. That ain't gonna work. So yeah.
So those type of things is what you would put in your book
Hmm.
and put the parental guidance thing on.
Uh-huh. Yep, absolutely.
If you could collaborate with any lyricist or poet, living or dead, who would it be?
Oh, I already done named them. Like definitely, I'll definitely go on a track with LL. I feel like that'll be
Hmm.
a dope track. Oh, get on that track with Barry White. We mix my generation with his. Oh, that'll be perfect.
It's okay. So before we finish out,
Hmm.
I want, well, not finish out. Um, do you want to share your?
Oh yeah, I wrote you a poem for today because it's.
We're gonna get a little bit of Mr. 47.
Oh, see, I like that. See, you got it right on the first time. See, here we go. Let me find here. Get adjusted. All right, you ready out there? Connected. She enters a room like evening light, soft yet certain, warm yet bright, silken stride, calm in her gaze, quiet fire, elegant ways. Laughter falls like crystal rain, gentle music with a refrain. Air grows still when she draws near, as though the world itself leans to hear. Crimson whispers upon her lips, confidence, resting poised fingertips, not loud, not wild, yet hearts all known the power in the ebony glow. She carries grace, the way stars hold night, effortless, charm, radiant, a class in the curve of every move, a rhythm the moon itself might prove, ravishing, not by dress alone, by the kindness in her eyes. Her beauty fades like the setting sun, yet hers light outlives one.
Okay. So is that one that doesn't come with the music? Or
Nah, this doesn't come with the music. I figure, shoot, I said it's not really the setting for that, but well, with the connected has one, I would definitely put some music to something.
I like that. Is there a story behind it?
Actually, yes. Like I said again, one of my favorite words you notice I use ravishing a lot. It's that's like my little thing, and I figure what I'm in a nice little setting. I got some nice ladies right here, so I'm gonna definitely make a good move and
Okay.
make you a little bit more comfortable. Cause see, connected with me, her. Let me tell you a story about how me and this lady right here met. Cause she thought I was gonna talk about it. So I started going to the connected, and this is the security lady right there, and she would not let me in here just to see the show. And I'm like, well, what am I doing? She got this assumption that I was the big bad bodyguard, and I'm
That didn't
trying.
want to pay to get in,
See,
y'all.
that's not true. See, there you see, no, that's not true. Like, okay, because I was under the impression I was on the guest list, so we had a little miscommunication. That's what it was. And then the only part that made me mad was because I'm not spending $4 on no ATM fee. I'm just not gonna do it. So me and you we had to figure this out, and I had the cash app, and we got
Hmm.
straight. Got straight. See you.
And he side eyed me every time he
No, I
came in
didn't.
after that,
No, I
y'all.
didn't. No, I
Yes, he
didn't.
did.
No, I didn't. See,
He
now
knew I
you
wasn't backing down.
no, see, now you got everybody there thinking that I'm one of them. And it ain't even like that. I support the cause. I support my people. I love my people. I'm gonna support your show.
He does. He does support. So right here, I want you to give us a little bit of you, a little bit of your background, because it's a lot about him. He's like an onion, you guys. So I want him to peel back his onion layers so he can let y'all know a little bit about him, because he's a lyrical poet right now, but he's done a lot before he got to that point.
Oh yeah, I've
So
been around.
I'm gonna give him some time so he can tell us about it,
Hmm.
because it surprised me really bad, y'all. It surprised me. It surprised the hell out of me.
Well, I know we ain't got a lot of time, so I'm gonna try to
We
shove
got
all this.
enough time
So
for
I'm gonna.
you to peel back your layers so people understand where you at now, because I really feel bad because
See, telling
he
your truth
came
now. See,
off he came off really wrong, and I really,
uh,
you know what I'm saying, I had to buck up back at him, y'all,
oh, no, right,
because he
right,
about 7 feet tall, and
right,
y'all know I'm like 5 feet, so
right,
I had to let him know I wasn't backing down. But
right.
he's actually an amazing person
See,
when you get to know him, and I want him to peel back them layers so he can let y'all know where he started to where he is now.
well, I'm gonna sum it up in a little bit because, like I said, I know we ain't got much time, but I know you're
We
gonna
got
try.
enough
Yeah, I
time.
know you will adjust the
I
time just to
left
get it.
this 20-25 minutes for
And you,
you.
oh, okay. So you're
So I
gonna try
want you to peel back them
to.
layers.
So you're gonna try to pull it out of me, huh?
Yup.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because it shocked me, and I really am impressed at who I'm sitting next to, you guys, because he got a little bit of the up north out of me in
oh,
our first
oh.
setting.
Well, I ain't too far from you. I'm also from up north. I'm from Rochester, New York. Shout out to the 585. Originally, I was an MMA fighter. You seen that on there? I know that surprised you. So that I
Yes.
guess fit the whole narrative of why I look so big and scary to you. And but I went to Wilson Magnet High School for a little bit, and then my parents moved us down here to Charlotte, North Carolina when Mallet Creek first opened. I graduated from there, and then after that, didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and I went to college just trying to find my way. Then I fell into the world of MMA fighting. I figured, you know what? I've always been this big guy. I've always been in shape. I said, you know what? Growing up in New York, fighting in the street, I'm gonna go get paid to do this. And well, really ain't make too much money doing that. I racked up a lot of injuries, but it really didn't make a lot of money. And then I found myself becoming a body piercer first. I remember I always thought piercings was cool. So I said, you know what? I'll go ahead and get into it. And a brother of mine, he bought me my first piercing kit. And I'm not gonna lie, that piercing kit sat for a minute because I was nervous. Working on people's skin,
Yeah.
you got to be very, very, very careful working on people's skin because I don't want nobody walking out with a crooked piercing or something like
Or an
that.
infection they got to come back to you for.
Right, right. No, absolutely. And it's like I said earlier, when you do something, your name is on this. So when
Mhm.
somebody walks out of the shop, your name is on this. And we live in a world where a word of mouth, things travel quick.
Yes.
They do.
Quickly.
So I got into that and I made sure, I was good at it. And I stuck in that mind you, doing that and doing MMA fighting at the same time. So I was trying to able to balance the two, and then I started picking up tattooing a little bit, and I was okay at it. I was all right. I could have been better, but I was all right. And then in the process of that, actually, what got me wanting to use my voice more was talking to customers. When people started saying, I don't mind sitting in this chair. His voice is so soothing. He's real cool. And I'm like, you know what? I probably can use this for something. And then when I started going through what I was going through, I had to find a way to put my emotions somewhere. So I started doing music. As you can see, you heard some of my lyrics. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if this really fits me. Like I said, again, I got a mother, I got grandma, I got an aunt that all watch me, and it's like I don't want them to be like, well, what Julius is into? What is he out there doing? So I gotta realize, I'm gonna act like I got a mother. I'm one of those guys out
Mhm.
there, so I'm going to have some respect. So I figure, you know what? Let me tone it down and try doing some poetry and really putting my emotions into that and doing that. Excuse me. So I started writing something, smooth, something romantic, something that'll bring some type of peace, some type of enjoyment. So that's what led me into poetry.
Mhm.
So, and as you can see, I pride myself on that. That's why, I feel like I got so popular because a lot of people I talk to, I don't give them this oppression that I'm this big bad guy. People, I want people to be comfortable and welcoming around me. And like I said earlier, when you want something from somebody, or you want to, present something to somebody, there's a way to do it. If you coming off all aggressive and all that, they're like, man, what, man, go on about your business, man. I don't need
Mhm.
nothing. I ain't buying nothing you selling.
Mhm.
But when people hear you and see that you're genuine about it, they'll be willing to help you. They'll be willing to follow you. They'll be willing to say, hey, you know I see you trying to do this. I may know somebody. And just as well as me, I return the favor to you. Like you see, on my page, I don't just promote myself. I promote
Yeah,
everybody
you do.
because I care that much for my
Hmm.
people. Like I said again, I don't want nothing for it. I mean, yeah, you throw me something, that's cool. I appreciate it, but you don't have to. I'm gonna do what I can to help you because I care that much. Because you never know, me and you might find each other on stage collaborating together. I want to keep those relationships going.
Hmm.
I'm trying not to burn bridges. I'm trying to build as many as I can, not just for me, but for other people.
You have a large following on YouTube.
Hmm.
What started that?
Honestly, I was doing a voiceover. One day I got up and I just said, you know what? I feel like being funny today. I did, I promise you. And I did this voiceover video to there's this guy on YouTube that does these food videos, and he cooks in his dorm, and I did a voiceover to it. And I was just being funny. I wasn't thinking nothing about it. And I went ahead and posted it. Don't you know, I woke up the next day and had almost 100,000 views.
No.
Like, and again, how that happened, I will never know. But again, shoot, I'm not that funny. I wasn't trying to be.
So was it the person you imitated? The
No, I was just talking how I was talking now. Like he was cooking in his dorm room, and all I said was, "All right, let's see what you doing cooking in your room. Knowing damn well you're supposed to be in the kitchen." Like, stuff like that. Like I was just talking like how I normally talk. And now, making my little review on it. Like I said, it just took off. And then I realized, I'm like, you know what? I can do something with this. And then from my YouTube, I branched off into my Facebook. And then my Facebook took off much faster than my YouTube. Then I do have an Instagram, but I'm currently rebuilding it because I feel like, if I can make this work, I can make that work.
Mhm.
So, what? Yeah.
So we have a few poetry outlets here.
I see that.
Have you been to any of them yet?
I haven't made it to any. I've made it to everyone but your poetry, and I've been talking to Kevin about it. Kevin said, "You know what? I need
You
to
knew
get
I
you."
was heading on that, right?
Yeah,
Because I'm
uh,
I'm about to say, like, have you been to? Because I know you've
uh-huh.
been to a few of them.
I've been to a few. I've been to all of them. I've even been to your comedy one, and I actually spoke with Kevin about that. I told him, I know you got one going on tomorrow, actually, and I unfortunately might not make that one, but the next one I would definitely be there. I definitely want to vibe with your crowd.
So the ones that you've been to, have you performed at them, or you just
I
said,
was there. I was there because I was still fairly new to actually going to them. Like I've been to one years ago for Kevin, but I like this one. I'm still getting like back going to getting out there, going to him and getting myself out there, and so I've been checking out the vibe and everything, and it's pretty cool. Mm.
mm-hmm.
What was the
I'm just saying. I'm just the
what's up?
the you went to the wind down,
Yes, I
the
went to.
wind down with Frank.
Oh, with the Frank Expressions, that one I went to. Yes,
Did
and
you
and
perform at that one?
I didn't perform at that one, but I was there and I checked out the crowd, and it was very intimate. It
Okay.
was nice. That one I did go to. Well, I'm talking about the ones under the connected branch, like the
No, we
ones.
not
Yeah.
talking about those because we haven't seen you
Um,
at any of those
I just
yet.
told you I haven't
I'm
been to
just
that.
saying.
I just said I
I,
haven't
I
been.
want to know where what I'm saying, you got your feet wet at.
Oh, originally, no, I got. If you remember, I got my feet with the one with JC.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, back
okay.
when he had one on North Davidson. That was years ago.
Yeah,
Back
I was
when.
about to say because JC been around for a minute.
Yeah, that was back when before it was upstage, before they changed over to that. That was the first time I ever read a poem, actually, for
Oh,
him.
really? Were you
Yeah,
nervous?
absolutely. Shoot. Like so I'm used to fighting in front of a crowd, not really facing the crowd. So
So, what was the feedback you got from it?
oh, it was nice. It was a nice
That's
little open
good.
mic night. It was again a small intimate setting, and it was real cool.
That's good. So, is that what pushed you to continue it because you got good feedback?
Yeah, a little bit, but like I said, that I still had to get over, being on stage again. I'm used to being in front of crowds, but actually talking to the whole crowd because that's the way I look
Mm-hmm.
at it. You talking to not just one person. I'm talking to hundreds of people now, so I got to
Mm-hmm.
I got to be ready for this. you know.
So have you had a moment where you bombed? Like I guess you can't call it bombed. Can you call it bomb? Or where you didn't do too well on stage?
Yeah, I was actually just telling my friend about this. Actually, I was telling you about it too. The
Hmm.
time I had fell over off stage and overseas,
Is
but
that the one you were talking
yeah,
about? You bombed? Oh Lord.
but I wouldn't consider it a bomb because I was able to recover from it because luckily everybody had a few too many drinks, so they really weren't paying attention to none, so it's kind of expected. But but I was able to get up and recover. Yeah, that was the only time I had a bad experience,
Oh,
but I turned it into a positive one
that's good.
because they lifted me up off the ground, started crowd surfing with me, so I was
Oh
cool.
wow.
I was
Yeah,
cool. I
they
was
was
cool.
faded.
I was cool.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that was just about right. So that was the only time, like, and I feel every artist has that fear of getting up on stage and not connecting with their audience. I do, and I tell everybody who has that fear, listen. I look at it like this. I've been through a lot. I've been embarrassed before. I've been put on the spot before. I look at it like this. This is just another way of me being on the spot.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do with it?
Hmm.
You know.
So do you have like a projected goal that you're working towards?
Um, well, I know I got a few things coming out that I'm trying to do, and one of my projected goals is to continue to reach the people, reach not just my people, but all people. That's one of my main goals, and hopefully through my artistry, I can do that. So, well,
Okay.
okay.
So Connected has open mic nights. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Oh, I'm on Great Show stage. I promise you. I promise you.
okay, because since you graced these other stages with the
See, here you go. See, that's what I mean.
you know
You
what I'm
had
saying,
the rough
with
start
with
at
the
first.
you graced these other stages. When you came to these other nights with that didn't have connected to it.
I'm here
You know what I'm
now. I'm
saying?
here now. You know.
So you
Kevin, that's my
you pop
my
up as the
bro. Kevin's my
bodyguard at the
see,
musical
see,
events.
see, but that's okay. Again, it's okay. It's all good. I told you, Kevin's my man. I'm gonna grace the stage, and like I said, and another reason why I haven't graced the stage yet, because I got my boy B Danger. He's doing his thing, and I
Hmm.
want him to get up and do his thing.
Yeah,
And Gunner
and
too.
he's amazing.
He
He's
is.
definitely amazing.
He definitely is. Like I said, yeah, and that's a legend right there. Another New York native. Uh, I mean,
So do you talking about be danger as in music? You definitely bypass the whole statement I made about you.
about what? About what?
You and the poetry thing. Like be
Oh,
danger is
oh,
music.
when Bob, we've already talked about that. I
You
told you I'm on Great Show stage. I promise
okay?
you. I promise you. Like I told you, this one, I told him this one tomorrow I won't make because I actually have another engagement.
Hmm.
But the next one I am going to be there. I will.
You know that you can also perform the Black Vodka song, right? You got Danger and Gunner with you for that one. You could have been
Oh,
there that one.
you're absolutely right, and I promise you this. The next time it's going to be on the list. How about
You
that?
know I'm on it with you, right?
Yes, I know. It's on the list. I promise you. But you give what? You give us what? A couple minutes to do what? Two songs or I got you.
I'm not sure what it is.
Well, it's in the
They
rotation.
don't they don't follow directions anyway.
Well,
They they up there.
well, it's in rotation. I promise you.
Okay.
It's gonna be there.
Cause that's something I really enjoyed that song. The song, the performance, the whole thing as a whole.
Yeah,
Like it went together so well.
it is.
And for something like that, the to be meshed together like that,
Hmm.
it has to flow right.
It
And that
does.
definitely flowed right. It was nice. I liked it.
And I definitely gotta send a shout out to my father because see, when I was doing that video, I was shredding that video. My father said, "Let me see what you're doing. Let me do this. Just send the thing to me. Let me see what you're doing." And he sat and he produced and he fixed that whole thing for me because
So your dad is musical also.
well, he does a lot of different projects.
Okay.
Like he is definitely musical. He put me onto a lot of inspirational music. That's what got me going. And also, he's definitely when it comes to creating something, he's definitely a genius on that. He told me,
That's good.
as long as you got you in a good
So you got a
imagination,
strong support system. I love that.
absolutely, absolutely. Between them, between my father, my mother, my grandmother, she's still around here. They keep me going. They keep me in line. So that's why that's why when you say I'm this bad looking guy, I'm like, listen, if you knew how I was raised, I don't even carry myself like that. by far. I don't care what nobody say. I know. I know.
So what did your family say about the MMA? I know they
Oh
wasn't
my
good on that
goodness.
one.
Oh my goodness, boy! I tell you, man. God rest my other grandmother when she was still here. I came home one day to her house and she looked at me. She said, Juice, I know something is wrong. Something on you is hurting. And that was my arm. I told you I had tendonitis in my arm and
Hmm.
I let that pain go on for days. They finally got rid of that pain. And then my next fight, I came home to my other grandmother and I said, Grandma, how's my face look? She started touching my face. She said, Yeah, your face is real lumpy. Yeah, you need to find something else to do. And then my grandfather, James Cunningham, he's still around here. He's a funny man. He's very, very funny. I love him. He's like, yeah, you better get out there ring. You're gonna be hollering your other arm hurting. Yeah, you better go on. Nah.
So how long did you stay in it before you took your family's advice?
8 long years.
Wow.
Eight
You
long,
did 8 years of MMA
long,
fighting?
8 long years. Yep, of fighting and pain and suffering. Yeah, and before I said, listen, y'all can have this.
So did you get a championship or how far did you get
I
in
I
it?
did pretty good. I ended up going 8-3, and I held one championship. And actually, after I held it and defended it one time, and after that, I'm like, listen, I told them y'all can have this, man. And then
Hmm.
because after a while, all these injuries started racking up, and then when some of them is like, yeah, you end up needing surgery. Oh, yep, nope, y'all can have this. Y'all not cutting on me, so I let it heal naturally.
Mm, 8 years.
Hmm. But I can say this though. It's although it's a physical sport, I don't regret anything because I did learn a lot. I learned a lot. Everything I've done in my past, I've learned a lot from it.
Hmm.
Even if I did some bad things, I've learned from my mistakes and learned what to do and what not to do. So,
That's good.
hmm
That's good. So the MMA led you to the music.
well, you see, it's a lot safer, right?
Because that I'm laughing because that's like a huge
Leap or
leap.
different. I mean, well, most fighters go find and do something a little bit more common. Look at what's his name? Kevin Lee. He went from being a UFC fighter to being a food reviewer. That's probably the safest thing for him right about now.
So the did it was it boring at first for you?
What's that with
Because I
fight?
mean you were really did a whole lot with the MMA and then to go from that to music.
Oh, definitely nervous. I mean, one thing I learned is when you're training, another person is training to do the exact same thing you doing. So when you get in there, I look at it like this. Fighting on the street is different from fighting in that ring. They come prepared. When you run into somebody at the gas station, you're like, man, what, man?
Hmm.
Man, I knock you out, man. Give me a beer and your gas too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being funny. That's not true. I'm just being funny. But I'm just saying though, like when you get in that ring, you fighting another person that's prepared. And Tyson said it best. Everybody got a game plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah, yeah.
Because once you hit me, my mind turns different. I'm like, all right, man, forget all this grappling, forget all this and that. Third, we about
Hmm.
to fight. Like, so.
So how do you keep your calm knowing that you are a trained fighter in situations
Hmm.
outside of the ring? Like as far as like the these rude people, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you have what they would call like
License.
license hands. Yeah.
Hmm. I've learned to quote unquote use verbal judo, as they say, and just go on about your business,
What's
man.
the verbal judo?
Right. They teach us that at being see, coincidentally, I am a security guard. So being coincidentally, so yeah, they teach just go on about your business. People gonna yell, people gonna say what they want to say, whatever. That's okay. You can say whatever you want to, but you still gotta leave. You still need to leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. I would just get in my car and pull off because I'm not about to get into it.
So how long did it take you to learn that to use your words other than to what I'm saying to just shut them up
Mm,
right away?
it
Because I know
mhm.
I know good and well that ain't
it
something that came naturally.
it took a minute, and also again writing, and writing in your journal, writing poetry, it
Hmm.
does help because how many times been on a job in the Boston, got up under your skin, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know what, let me go find something to do to put
Hmm.
my mind somewhere else, or me and you gonna be on the news.
Yeah.
So Yeah. So yeah, it definitely did take a minute because you already know, like in the back of your mind, like, what man, you know what? We gotta take it to the grass. Now it's like, no, 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 we're not gonna do that. You can say whatever you want to say. It's just words. I had to really learn it's just words.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? Go on about your business, man. Because in the back of my mind, he better go on about business because he don't know what I got over here. So you
Hmm.
just go do your thing. Leave me be. Let me sit here, do what I'm doing. If I'm sitting here drinking my beer, let me sit and drink my beer. If I'm sitting here writing, let me sit here and write. Or just leave me alone, and we'll both have a good day.
So is that why the writing came so easily to you? It was a common mechanism for you as opposed to
Oh,
just sliding them across the street?
definitely, it definitely helps. It definitely helps. Sliding them
'Cause
across the, I gotta use that.
the patience that you would have, knowing that you can hit them one time and collapse their whole lungs.
Yeah.
The patience you would have not to want to do that
Oh,
has to come in some type of form.
oh, you have to, yeah, yeah. You got to find some type of chill about yourself,
Yeah,
definitely. Because, again, we all know we live in a time where people, especially the little, they call them YNs and all that,
they will push your limits.
they definitely will. And it's like, you know
Hmm.
what? Before I snatch you up, man,
Yeah.
go on about your business because I know how this is gonna go. You
Hmm.
know, I definitely know how this is about to go. So, as you know, you already know. Not saying you sizing somebody up, but you already know when you look at a person, like, man, go on about
Yeah.
your business, man. You
Hmm.
don't want no parts of this. Please go on about your business. I'm not about to waste my good energy on you. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna take my good energy and put it into what I do best. You know.
Yeah. That now I see where the music comes in now.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
Because it is, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the patience for
Oh, I know you don't.
it.
Based off of you tried a full live
um,
body slam me
I
over
did
over ten
not.
over $10. Like it's ten
No,
dollars, man.
because
Jesus Christ.
it's one of them things where you can always see the ones that's gonna be like this nutcase gonna try me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to. Is that how you do it? You already see it coming, so you
Mm-hmm.
prepare yourself mentally
Mm-hmm.
for it.
And you got to catch yourself, just like how you catch yourself trying not to cuss a second ago.
Hmm.
Like you catch yourself. You got to. It's like you like Lord have mercy, give me the strength because me and him about to rearrange some furniture up in here, or you know, or we about to tear up some asphalt. So you better go on about your business and leave me be. I'm a very peaceful person. I am a very intimate, romantic person. I like to stay in that lane
Yeah,
because if I got to jump lanes, I'm a wreck
go
traffic.
all the way.
Yeah,
Go all the way,
yeah.
full throttle,
Yeah.
all the way.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, because if they gonna lock me up, they gonna lock me up for something.
Something. There you go.
We ain't
There you
gonna be
go.
in there. And I almost did this. No,
Yep, I'm gonna stay in my lane, like I told you. Cause if I skip lanes, I'm tearing traffic up. I promise you, go about your business.
when we was younger, you about to get in trouble, so you be like, you know what? I'm already gonna get my butt whooped. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go ahead and go all the way,
Mm-hmm.
all the way with it. It's gonna be the same whooping, regardless
Oh,
if I
and
halfway do it
right,
or if I do
right,
it all the way.
right. That's why I prefer whoopings over punishment because at least when you get a whooping, it's over. And
No,
then,
my mama used she realized what we used to do because
mhm,
once we get a whooping, we can go back outside.
right.
Bro, my mama found that out. She used to get out whooping, and then she would still send us in there, and we would
Mm-hmm.
get on punishment.
Mm-hmm. Well,
She take it all the way with us.
well, my father didn't play that. My father like, oh, since you want to be like that, you need to take that TV out that room, take that
Ooh,
system, put it outside the door.
mm.
You probably won't see that TV or that game system for about a good year, a good solid one. And honestly, that's another thing that led me to so much, listening to so much music. Because one thing I can say is he did give me that grace. I did get a set of headphones and some music. So I can honestly say he ain't never take my music from me. He took everything else around me that he knew that I would be into and like playing a video game all day. He'd be like, man,
Hmm.
get from in front of that Nintendo. Older folks call it Nintendo,
Yeah.
knowing it's a PlayStation, but it's cool. And you'd be like, I want that Nintendo out there in the hallway. You take that TV out. He said, since you want to act like that, I'm gonna put you in my personal jail. You
Ooh,
like I said, you better get you some weights in your hand and a book in your
mm.
hand. My father
Your
was,
dad did not play.
he didn't. He still don't.
So So tell people where we can find you at and find your music and your projects.
I'm available on all platforms under Jew47. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at The Real Jew47. Again, I'm very approachable. If you send me a message, regardless of what she says, and if you send me messages, I definitely speak with my fans. I definitely talk with everybody. I don't throw no shade. I'm not one of them people to have a page and a fan page just to have it, just so
Mhm.
you can sit there and just like they stuff. No, I engage with my followers. I feel that that's only right. You know, they doing you a favor by being there.
Yeah.
You need to do them a favor by being available.
Mhm.
So
See, that's why you got so many. That's why you're so popular on your pages
yeah,
because you're receptive to your
you're
audience.
supposed to be. You know,
That's wonderful.
they help my page stay monetized. So, and I figure the least I can do is grace them back by
Mhm.
letting them know, hey, I'm here, I'm real, I'm not just throwing
Yeah.
this up just for some attention.
Mhm.
So,
So thank you so much
of course,
for
thank
coming
you,
out.
thank you for letting me in the building. At least I got in
Hopefully,
this.
y'all, he'll be on one of our our poetry and
Hold,
motion events.
hold on, he's in the room right now. Kevin, when's your next one? We talked about that next one. See, y'all trying to be funny. That's cool though. That's all right.
He won't be at the one tomorrow, y'all,
Of
because he's
course.
gonna be at somebody else's
That's
poetry
actually not
event.
true. Don't listen to that. You have one coming up there later in the month.
Next month. I gotta get the date.
Well, you hear him. I promise y'all. Y'all hear me out there, Connect fans. I will be there. I will be in the house.
Mhm.
Me and Rock City Gun. We will perform Roses and Black Vodka, and I will have another one recorded and ready for you. I promise you.
Good, because he gonna owe us a couple of them by the
Oh,
time he see us again, y'all.
We'll see next month. So yeah, I'll owe you about what 2 or 3. So I'll make
Exactly.
sure I'll make sure it's cool.
Exactly.
You know, I'll make sure the stage is real intimate for you.
He gonna owe us a few of them, y'all. Thank you all out there for listening and watching, and to all of you out there, this is Julius Jones, Mr. 47.
That's right.
He will be gracing the stage with us whenever he can.
There you go again.
But you can see us tomorrow at the Poetry in Motion at Heist Brewery at 7 p.m. So y'all come out there and hang with us. It will be an amazing event. It's always an amazing event. And listen to some wonderful poetry. And for everyone out there, thank you and stay connected.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Sam Pose. Welcome to season 2 of the Video Mixtape Show, exclusively on the Connected TV, where we're featuring some of the hottest indie and mainstream videos. We're in 80 million